Hey Capricorn, let's go ahead and see what June has in store for you. So let's see. Oh no, sir. All right. So we have here the masculine, okay? With the number 42, which breaks down to a 6. Okay, so this month you could find yourself really tapping into your own kind of masculine energy. You know, be you female, male, gender neutral, gender non-conforming, what have you. Okay, so with the masculine here, I kind of get the feeling that you are this is going to be a month where you kind of become aware of your own kind of patterns, aware of the things that you do that kind of, and how, and the consequences of your actions. So like the things you do and what they bring to you, right? I feel like this month is going to be a month where you're ultra aware of that. And so, you know, this will enable you to kind of really kind of focus and temper your energy and to do things that bring about the outcomes that you want. But also, you know, you could find yourself kind of slipping into old patterns, kind of recreating old situations, or maybe even going over old situations in order to kind of understand yourself, understand, you know, what brought you to where you are, so that you can move in a more, you know, focused and determined manner. But let's see what else comes out. Could just also be like a really active month for you, where you're doing a lot. Okay, so we have Celestial Gatekeeper. Timing is critical. Okay, with the number 7. So yeah, I kind of feel like you're kind of getting your ducks in a row, kind of preparing for takeoff, flight, what have you, right? You're kind of deciding, you know, on a move that you're trying to make. And it could very well kind of have to do with something that, you know, happened in the past. You could be trying to fix something or change an outcome, you know, that happened in the past or something in that way. Or you could also just be ultra focused on getting your shit together, right? So that you can move in a new direction, so that you can kind of create the life that you want for yourself, right? Let's see. And with this masculine, I kind of get the feeling, you know, you're not taking no shit from nobody, okay? You're really focused. You're really determined. With this Celestial Gatekeeper, I really get the feeling you're really not letting anybody kind of get in your way, stand in your way, right? It's very much like not making the same mistakes. That's kind of the energy I'm getting from these two cards. Very determined. Okay, but let's see what your spirit animal for the month is. So we have here pronghorn action. It reads, now is the time to act. Opportunities are here. Move forward with confidence. Your talents will always help you land on the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. Yeah, so it looks like a month really focused on action, really moving towards things. And I feel with this kind of celestial gatekeeper is going to be important, right? As it says, timing is critical, to be aware of, you know, the timing when it comes to what it is you're doing. Right, it could also, right, because the moon is here in this masculine card, it would be very, it's the full moon as well, so it could be very advantageous for you to do whatever it is you're trying to do, right? If you're trying to start something, you're trying to get something going, it looks like, you know, the full moon, which I feel like, I think it's June 5th or something, that could be the time where you see things kind of take off, or where you, if you're trying to focus on something, that could be a good time for you to kind of start, you know, making these moves, doing these things. But always, you know, start now, start whenever, whenever you feel like it, man. It's up to you. But let's see what else wants to come out. It could also be that, the full moon kind of brings some realizations to you, brings some kind of knowledge or understanding about yourself, about your actions, right? Let's see what else. So your blessing for the month, we have here community. Your challenge for the month, we have angel of love. And your message for the month, we have yin yang, okay? And your lesson for the month, we have door to value. Okay, I kind of get the feeling here with your challenge for the month being angel of love, that this month may be a time where you kind of feel kind of closed off. You kind of feel, even though with community being here as your blessing for the month, right, I feel there's a lot of people around you that kind of have a lot to give, a lot to share, a lot of love. With your challenge being angel of love for the month, you may be feeling very, you know, distanced from that love. And with your message for the month being yin yang, I kind of get the feeling the message here is, you know, to be open to receiving the love and the things that you want, right? With door to value being here as your lesson for the month, I get the feeling that, you know, this has to do with your own kind of sense of worth, how you feel about yourself. And it's going to be, this month, maybe a time where you find yourself really aware. I kind of get, that's just really aware of how you're feeling, right? And it may also, with all these action cards being here, it may be impeding your movement, your progress forward, right? It may be making it hard for you to kind of feel worthy of moving and doing the things that you want, kind of connecting with the people you want to connect to, because you're feeling a bit, I heard tired, worried, maybe kind of not at your best here, I feel. And so I feel with this door to value being the lesson for the month, you know, I feel the lesson here is that money can't buy your happiness. Oh wow, that came through kind of quick. But like, it's like with the door to value being the lesson, I kind of get the feeling the lesson here is that to know your value, to know your worth, to know just how important and loved and worthy you are of all the things that you want, to know just, you know, how powerful and able and capable you are of making these moves, of making these changes in your life, of surrounding yourself and enveloping yourself in all the love and all the things that you want, right? But I also kind of get the feeling with this pronghorn, right? Because he's staring straight at this door to value. I kind of get the feeling to say, like, don't get too focused on like outcomes, or I'm getting kind of how people see you, or being ultra aware, or kind of focused on, you know, what you think what people think you have, or how worthy people think you are of the things that it is you're trying to claim or proclaim or move towards, right? Or have. So yeah, I also get with this yin yang being here. Yeah, I don't know if I said that. It's just a message of being receptive, being open, right? You have to kind of receive in order to give. You have to kind of rest in order to take action. So make sure that you're open to the love and to all the things that you want, right? Because even if you're making moves towards these things, if you're not open, right, it's going to be hard for you to receive them, okay? But let's see what else wants to come out for you, okay? Let's see. Okay, so with the King of Pentacles being here as your driving energy for the month, I feel like this is a month where you got the masculine here, you got the King of Pentacles. I feel like this is a month where you're really focused on that coin, right? On your own security, financial stability, all that kind of stuff, right? That's your focus this month, right? Which makes sense here with the door to value as the lesson for the month. And I kind of feel like this is very fitting, right? You have to, what's coming to mind? I don't know why this always comes to my mind, but like the quote from ATL is kind of coming to my mind at the close to the end, where Esquire kind of goes to what's his name? John Garnett. That's what it is. There we go. John Garnett. And he says, I read in a paper somewhere that you said being CEO didn't make you a proud man, but being a proud man made you a CEO, right? So I kind of feel like that's the vibe or the message here, right? It's not about what you have, it's about, who you are, right? That's kind of what you need to focus on in order to get to where it is you want, right? It's not about, who's around you or how other people feel about you. It's about how you feel about yourself. And when you feel good about yourself, when you feel grounded and secure within yourself, you're able to, create more of that in the physical world, right? And so we have here the first week, the Three of Pentacles, Death, and the High Priestess. So I feel like with this first week is going to be a time where you kind of are ultra aware of how things are shifting and changing when it comes to your money, when it comes to work also, right? It may be a big shift when it comes to your work life, your career, and I feel like this High Priestess is here because I feel like this is something you were aware of, something you knew was going to happen, or you kind of had an inkling, and or it could also be that you're kind of focusing on bringing about this change in the work area, right? And doing what you can to kind of get yourself prepared and to shift things around in order to make it work for you, in order to make it better, right? And so we have the second week, the Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. I feel like this is you kind of really focusing on ways to kind of bring more money into your pocket. That's kind of what it's looking like to me, right? Like planning, could be planning, you know, new projects, trying to get think about ways to get new things off the ground. With the Seven of Pentacles, you could be kind of reevaluating your investments. But I just kind of feel this second week you're really ultra focused on what you're giving your energy to, right? And whether or not it can move forward in the future, right? Will it bring you more of what you need, or will it bring you less? And what can you do to kind of shift that around? How can you make it better, right? This is kind of what I'm seeing you doing this month. And so for the third week, we have here the Eight of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles, right? So this kind of looks like you're walking away from something and into something new, right? So this could be a new work opportunity that's really more heart focused, more heart centered, that is something that you really love to do, and you're kind of, you know, starting it up, doing what you can to kind of get it going, right? And so the fourth week, we have the Ten of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. So I kind of see this by the end of the month, you really come into a space where you're really kind of content with where you are, content with what you've built, and you're trying to think of new ways, right, to kind of create more of this, to kind of keep it going and keep it flowing, right? So this could be, you know, also you kind of coming into partnership with someone else in order to build something better, something that is fulfilling for, you know, the long run for you and for whomever you're kind of creating this with, right? Could be a love partner, it could be a you know, a business partner, what have you, but you know, you guys are kind of coming together and focusing on like the long term and how to kind of keep this thing that you've been trying to build and trying to create, keep it going, right? And keep it stable. Okay, but let's see what crystals will be beneficial for you this month. Okay, so we have here Ruby, Passion, Root and Sacral chakras. Then we have Preonite, Release Declutter, Heart chakra. Chiastolite, Past Loved Ones, Root chakra. And last but not least, Selenite, Peace, Crown chakra. Okay, so let's get some advice for you for the month. Okay. So we have here, you are loved. You are enough just as you are, and you are loved. If you don't have a model for love, imagine yourself as a child. Perhaps you have a favorite picture of yourself as an adorable 5-year-old. Look into your own sweet eyes and acknowledge just how special you are. That child inside still needs your tenderness, and so does the adult you. Please don't abandon yourself. Instead, tap into the ocean of love inside. Okay, then we have offer your love. Is there someone in your life who could benefit from loving kindness? The gesture doesn't have to be big. Send an email, pick up the phone, pop by for a visit, or order a bouquet of posies. Let this person know that you're thinking of him or her. When we offer our love generously, that caring energy comes back to us tenfold while also lifting us up in the process. Reach out and offer your love today. Then we have spruce up your nest. It's time for a little spring cleaning. Your home is sacred and your surroundings matter. Honor where you recharge and fill it with beauty. Make space by giving away or donating what you don't need. Your clutter could be someone else's gold. Plus, when we have less to process physically, we have more room to process things emotionally. A clear head and new room for great art awaits. Spruce up your fabulous nest. Okay, so let's get an affirmation for you for the month. Okay, so we have here, I am living in alignment with my purpose. And your question to ponder, what have I accomplished lately that really resonated with my soul? How can I strive for more moments like this or that? Okay, and so let's finish things off with a postcard from Spirit. And I also get like, some of you may actually, right, because we have death here the first week, you could be going through, an ending at one job or with one commitment or partnership, right, and moving into a new one. So, if you are kind of experiencing that, just, be sure to, give yourself love and encouragement. Don't beat yourself up or kind of feel kind of low. Just know something new is coming, right? And I feel, right, because we have here the Ace of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles, and it looks like it's something that's going to be more in alignment with your heart space, right? With something that you love, right? So with the challenge here being the angel of love for the month, just do your best to focus on love, right? Coming from love, not beating yourself up or not feeling kind of low, because I feel like that is kind of what's going to bring in this new opportunity, right? All right, thank you. So, your postcard from Spirit reads, Dearest wonderful you, to help you manifest a life for the highest good, we invite you to examine your deepest desires. Imagine all your desires, no matter what kind, like magic seed pods in a basket, glowing with infinite potential. Look closely at each one. Are you afraid that some may bring you too much attention and invite negative reactions from others? Is change too daunting? Are you afraid to stretch and grow? Let yourself be led forward and let the seeds of positive intention take to the wind. Your desires count and you are worthy of them. They are essential for co-creating your world. Did you ever consider that when a desire comes from deep within you, it might be spirit moving you to create something beautiful to share with others? Some desires are infused with miraculous powers to move the heart and influence the world in ways you can't possibly know. We know you and love you so deeply and are so happy to support you. Okay? But that's all I have for you, Capricorn. I hope this reading helped you in some way. Let me know down in the comments how it resonated. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos like this one, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate you and I hope to see you soon. Take care of yourself. Peace out.